really know what I'm feeling yet. I'm not like, there's a part of me that's nervous, there's a part of me that's unsure, but I'm not like crying about it, you know? So last week, we found out kind of several things that I wasn't too thrilled about, to be honest. One of them being baby's breech, and it's nothing to worry about, but I think where I left off earlier was that the baby's breech, which it's early enough in the pregnancy that it doesn't really matter. But and then there are like natural ways to position your body or stretch or like exercise to kind of like wiggle the baby around, but I'm just like deathly afraid of a C-section. I think it starts with the like shot, that the anesthesia that you need, and then like, I don't know, just something about it just feels very unknown and very scary to me, and the recovery especially too. So I just really hope that that turns around, quite literally. And then the second thing we found out was the baby is very large. It's measuring a week further along than I am, which currently I am 25 days and 5 days, maybe. Well, it's so hard to keep track, but almost 26 weeks, and so it's measuring 27 type of thing. And they're saying like it's okay, but they kept asking like, are you sure the first day of your last period was on Thanksgiving? Like, are you? And I was like, I thought I was really sure because we've been tracking, but maybe I like remembered wrong. I don't know. So I'm not looking forward to a big baby. Joe was a large one, so I think she was like about 8 pounds, but who knows, maybe, I mean, estimated due dates are actually more like ranges, so it could be, I could be delivering or I could go into labor sooner than the 40-week mark, and then deliver like a smaller size baby, but I could also not. So, okay, Frank. And then the biggest piece of news that we found was that there was a soft marker. The doctor called it an echogenic intracardiac focus. Basically, like in the ultrasound, what they see is like a little white dot in the heart, and so therefore I went to the appointment today, which was the recommended NPIT test. It's the genetic blood work test that people get typically to find out the gender of the baby sooner than the 20-week mark. And to also check for the risk level of Down syndrome. And so I've been kind of like sitting on that news for about a week now. Just got my blood drawn today, and so I have 3 days until the results come in. I think when I first found out, I was very hopeful, you know, like it's still unknown, so my mind just went to like the more positive side, positive possible outcome. Like even with Parker's accident, I was much more like, you know, we gotta get him to the doctor or the vet and he'll be fine. Like that was my mindset, and so it was really jarring when it was the other way around. And so, anyway, that's a whole nother subject. But So my mind last week was much more like, oh wow, that is surprising because we've never had any complications with Harper or Joe. So this is just like a new experience for us, or for me. The OB was like, oh, don't worry too much because it's just a soft marker. Oftentimes it doesn't mean much other than there's like a calcium buildup or whatever. And she's like, in Asian pregnancies, there's more likelihood of, like, there's a higher percentage of these soft markers. Apparently the baby's measuring like great, like lengthwise and whatever. It's just big, but like measuring great. So I'm trying to like stay positive in the fact that like things will, like, baby is healthy. And that's the thing, is like, I hate having to say that because I feel like then that's to assume that having a baby with Down syndrome is like a bad thing, and that's not true at all. Ethan and I would love Bruce no matter what, but I think what scares me the most is just the financial implications, the emotional implications, and it's just different. It's wildly different than the average life of a person. And so I know our family would not change in terms of love and support and everything, but just thinking about all of the challenges that we would go through, and yes, we would get through them, but just as an individual, like with Bruce growing up, what that would look like. I don't know, there's just been a lot going on my mind, and I'm very drained. I'm very exhausted mentally and emotionally, and just trying to keep my cool. I don't know. I do still have this like very hopeful like feeling in my heart that like we'll have a healthy baby no matter what, but just like a baby without Down syndrome. I just don't know like if I could even handle it. Like there are some families out there who are like the perfect fit for that, and I just don't know if I can be challenged like that. So I don't know. I haven't been really thinking much about this pregnancy, just because like toddler life is a lot. There's a lot going on, a lot of emotions, a lot from me and from the kiddos. Potty training, there is cold, cough, sneezing, snot, like all the time. They get better and then they get sick again, and they're not even in school. And so it's just, there's been a lot going on, so I really haven't had much time to think about this pregnancy at all, just as a whole. And because of that, I guess like in a way I'm thankful that this is making me pause for a minute and to like think about Bruce, and like that's the thing, is like what is already is, and like this is very much a like trust God situation. I mean, every situation is, but at least I believe, but there's really no point in like, I'm telling this to myself, but like there's really no point in being too worried or too concerned, because in the end like it will work out, and like what's going to happen is going to happen. Nothing is unknown to everything's unknown to me, but like nothing's unknown to God. And so I guess there's comfort in that, but just me being human it makes it just really tough regardless. it's just the waiting game. It's the waiting game now, and sorry for so many car chats. It's literally the only time that I have like actually any time to think or get more than a few words out without being interrupted by a toddler needing to pee or wanting to ask their own question or whatever. And honestly, the car is a very comfortable spot for me. And like, it's the only place where I feel private enough where I can just share like whatever. I'm gonna get this dog out of here, get her walkies in, and good girl. She's so sweet. Thank you for sitting here and letting me talk. I will see you next time. Oh, happy Doge. I have no treats. Go on, go, go, go. Go, 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 go.